Mm-mm. Hmm. What up, y'all? Keisha, what's up, lady? Good morning, Tracy. Angela, Nicole, God bless you. Trinia, Wallace, Carlton, what's up, sir? We got to talk. Pamela, what's up? Tina, Helen, TK, Anna, Joy, Alicia, what's up? What up, what up, what up, yo? Mm-mm-mm. All right. What up, beautiful people? We are on page. If you don't know, this is the book we're going through. If you need a book, all you go to my website, jomocousins.com. My name, jomocousins.com, and you can grab you a book. And we're going to jump into this great story today. Great story. And I'm going to read it. We're going to rock and I'm going to bounce. I got to go to Amateur Works. I'm on program for a National Day of Prayer. So they got me to pray. You know what? It's interesting. On a side note, people say, so Pastor Jomo, what you going to do for the National Day of Prayer? And I said, I'm going to do what I do every day. You know, like, it's kind of like sometimes you see in the holiday and Thanksgiving season, people want to give away food. So they say, well, Pastor Jomo, what you going to do for Thanksgiving for people? What we do all the time. You know, sometimes it made me laugh when people say, well, what y'all going to do? Do what we do all the time? Well, it's a National Day of Prayer. What you going to do? Pray. But we do it all the time. We don't stop praying. You know, they make events, which I understand. But, you know, well, what we going to do? We do what we do every day. Yes, Lord. My Bible says to pray without ceasing. My Bible says you are to always pray. That's what my Bible says. Talking about, well, what y'all gonna do? We do what we do every day. We on this. I hope I'm not being, well, I don't really care. How about that? Page 46, y'all. We're on page 46. I'm gonna start with many. Many think inspiration as something monumental, something earth-shaking. Inspiration can come in a form of a quick moment of truth, or unexpected actions. I read a great story that inspired the author to go to breakfast. This is a great story. Y'all ready? 1,000 Marbles. The older I get, the more I enjoyed Saturday mornings. Perhaps it's the quiet and the solitude that comes with being the first to rise. Or maybe it's the unbounded joy of not having to be at work. Either way, the first few hours of the Saturday morning are the most enjoyable. A few weeks ago, I was shuffling around the kitchen with a steaming cup of coffee in one hand and the morning paper in the other. What began as a typical Saturday morning turned into one of those lessons that life seems to hand you from time to time. Let me tell you about it. I turned the volume up on the radio in order to listen to a Saturday morning talk show. I heard the older sounding chap with a golden voice. You know the kind. He sounded like he should be in broadcasting business himself. He was talking about 1,000 marbles to someone named Tom. I was intrigued and sat down to listen to what he had to say. Well, Tom, it sure sounds like you're busy with your job. I'm sure they pay you well, and that's a shame you have to be away from home and your family so much. Hard to believe you, young fellow, should have to work 60 or 70 hours a week to make ends meet. Too bad you missed your daughter's dance recital, he continued. Let me tell you something, Tom, something that has helped me keep a good perspective on my own priorities. That's when he began to explain the theory of 1,000 marbles. You see, I sat down one day and did a little arithmetic. The average person lives about 75 years, with some living a little less or a little more. Average folks about 75 years. Now then I multiplied 75 times 52, and I came up with 3,900, which is the number of Saturdays the average person has in their entire lifetime. Now stick with me, Tom. I'm getting to the important part. It took me until I was 55 years old to think about all this in any detail. He went on, and by the time I lived through over 2,800 Saturdays, I got to think about how I lived. That I got to think about if I lived to 75, I would only have about 1,000 of them left to enjoy. So I went to a toy store and bought every single marble they had. I ended up having to visit 3 toy stores to get 1,000 marbles. I took them home and I put them inside a large, clear plastic container right here in the workshop next to my radio. Every Saturday since then, I have taken one marble out and I throw it away. I found that by watching the marbles diminish, I focus more on the really important things in life. There's nothing like watching your life here on earth run out to help you get priorities straight. Now, let me tell you one last thing before I sign off with you. Take my lovely wife out to breakfast. This morning, I took the very last marble out of my container. I figured if I make it until next Saturday, that I have given a little extra time. And the one thing we can all use is a little bit more time. It's nice to talk to you, Tom. I hope you spend more time with your loved ones. I hope hope to meet you again someday. Have a great morning. You could have heard a pin drop when he finished. Even the show's moderator didn't have anything to say for a few moments. I guess he gave us all a lot to think about. I had planned to do some work that morning and then go to the gym. Instead, I went upstairs, woke up my wife, and gave her a kiss. Come on, honey. I'm taking you and the kids out for breakfast. What brought this on? She asked with a smile. Oh, nothing special. It's just been a long time since we spent a Saturday with our kids. Hey, can we stop by a toy store while we're out? I need to buy some marbles. How many marbles do you have left? How much time do you have left? See, sometimes we really have to have an awakening to realize the clock is ticking. We can't waste this life. And there's some things that are more important, like your purpose and your call, that you got to get on this thing, man. Ephesians 5:16 says, redeeming the time, for the days are evil. How many years of your life have you wasted? How many years of your life can you look back and you just bloated? You weren't focused. You weren't locked in. You were just doing aimlessly. So if we have a few marbles left, what are you going to do to redeem your time? Time keeps on ticking, ticking, ticking into the future. You have to tap into your why. Because truthfully, one day we're all going to stand before God, God willing. And we're going to have to give an account for what we did with our time. And we have to understand time waits on nobody. So what are you going to do to maximize your time? Question, do you have written goals? Do you have a schedule? Do you have daily minimum standards? Who holds you accountable? What are you planning to do differently? What's your regimen? What's your structure? What's your order? There's a book called Outwitting the Devil. And one of the things the devil wants you to do is to drift through life. No goal, no aims, no aspirations, no focus, just drifting. If 2022 was the last year you had, what would you do different? What would you change about you? Oftentimes, we know we should do better, but we don't do better because we think we have more time. Well, I'll do that when. When what? I will do that when. I will start that when. Why don't you take a step every day towards becoming who you want to be? It doesn't have to be a big step. They say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So today, what can you do differently to help you get to where you want to be? I know you failed before. Me too. I was listening to Elon Musk, the brother that founded Tesla and SpaceX. And he said this is profound. The first 3 rockets that went up for SpaceX all failed. He couldn't get engineers that were good enough because no one believed in his vision. And he didn't want to hire a bad engineer. So he became the engineer. And the 4th one was successful. He says if the 4th one failed, we were done. But he failed 3 times. And after that, he took initiative and says, I'm going to be an engineer myself. Imagine you're going to start an electric company and you're going to tell Ford, GM, Toyota, Dodge, and all the other that my car is going to be better than all your cars and I'm going to take over the world with electric cars. Is that not crazy? It is. But guess what he done did? You have to be inspired to believe what others may not see in you. You got to believe it's possible for you. Why not you? All things are possible to those who believe. So for you, what great idea do you have that you're sitting on? What book do you have to read? What business do you have to start? Listen, I'm a semi-successful, it's all predicated on what you consider success, pastor of a church. But here I am starting another business. Why? I said, because I can. Why not? What do I have to lose? You have to free yourself from the opinion of people. You got to divorce yourself from the opinion of people because people will try to put you in a box. You got to divorce yourself from the opinion of people. Come on, today. Listen, I'm divorcing myself from the opinion of people because you allow people to put you in a box that you're not supposed to be in. You have to divorce yourself from the opinion of people because there's a reason why you have not done what you're supposed to do. You have not done what you're supposed to do because you're worried about what people are going to say about you. You better divorce yourself from the opinion of people. That's not their dream. That's not their goals. There's some things that I want to do in my life. I don't know about you. There's some things I got to do. And I got to do what I got to do. And sometimes you will allow people to put you in a box that God didn't call you to. Now, it's not God holding you in a box. It's your choice to stay in that box. And it will be uncomfortable. And people may talk about you. And people may call you crazy. You know, for a long time, they call me the billboard pastor. They call me the motivational speaker pastor. They call me the crazy pastor. Yeah. That's me. I'm good with that. I don't. Here it is. As long as people's lives are changing for the better, you can call me what you want to call me. Oh, I'm the billboard pastor. Yeah, I am. Yeah. They thought that was a negative. They thought they were going to hurt my feelings. No, I'm a billboard pastor, and I have a billboard business, and I have a billboard marketing truck. That's me. Yep. I receive. Yeah. You have to divorce yourself from the opinion of people. You have to. You have to. At the end of the day, it's not about what people think about you. The thing is, as Jesus said, another way of saying it, how many lives are being affected for the positive by your life? That was what, when we stand before God, how many lives are for the better because you were here? How many lives are being changed because you were here? So yes, you will take arrows. It comes with it. It comes with it. And I'm different. I'm cool with that. And some call me Jomo, and some call me pastor, and some call me doctor. I don't care. I don't care. Am I helping? Yeah. Am I inspiring? Cool. Well, I'll take that, and I'll keep walking by faith. People don't receive you until you're successful. They don't listen to you till after the work is done. Before they're killing you, talking about you, like, and all of a sudden on the other side, they want to ask how you do it. Don't allow the naysayers to stop you from being what you want to be and what God's called you to be. It will be hard, it'll be difficult, and you won't get a lot of encouragement. You know, I have pastors who call me when they want to do new and radical things. I said, why you calling me? They said, because I know you're going to encourage me. Yeah. Because I'm out. Listen, do it. Believe it. Try it. Why not? What you got to lose? Stand before God scary. We walk by faith, not by sight. Well, how many marbles do you have? How many Saturdays do you have? Don't waste them. Go get it. You don't want to be at the later stage of life talking about woulda, coulda, shoulda. Now is your time. Seize the day. I love you. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. If you need a book, you can grab a book. JomoCousins.com. I love you. Somebody need to wake up today and realize you on the clock. The clock is ticking. Don't waste another day. I love you. Bye-bye, everybody.